What's more beautiful than the lights on a hot Vegas night? A WNBA rematch. That's a rematch between New York and Vegas. Aces won the first time. Will they double down, or will the Liberty's torch shine bright? Let's take a look at the league standings. Aces sitting pretty tied for second with the Connecticut Sun. The Sun are not playing tonight, so the Aces have an opportunity to take sole possession of second place. Liberty sitting in fourth. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Anne-Marie Anderson alongside WNBA GM and head coach, formerly of the Orlando Miracle, Carolyn. The Aces have won 6 of their last 7 games. The last 3, though, have been nail-biters. How have they pulled it off?
Well, the Aces have a trump card, and that is A'ja Wilson. And with the combination of both she and Liz Cambage, that is a high-low front court. That's one of the best in the WNBA. You've got Cambage posting up, and look at the space that she creates for A'ja Wilson to go to work. So over the last 3 games, Bill Laimbeer has been able to call the number of his big girls that go to work in the paint to be able to close them out.
Let me take a look at those numbers. Second half numbers really high for those 2 players. They came up when their number was called. And let me tell you something, it's nice when you have offense, but here at Michelob Ultra Arena, it's the house. And A'ja Wilson was very clear, not in my house, that's my ball. Powerful moment inside Michelob Ultra Arena, a celebration of Juneteenth. Carolyn, how special was that moment?
Oh, it was tremendously special, almost emotional. It wasn't expected. We didn't know this was going to happen, but in recognition of Juneteenth, that in the month of June, and a celebration of emancipation, for that to happen.
Yeah, I'm with you, right? I'm with you. Our importance as allies. All right, let's go talk some basketball, shall we? You talked about the offense in the earlier segment, but it's really been special, the defense of the Aces. Tell me where they've improved.
Well, you just look across the board each year. Bill Laimbeer can hang his hat on how great this team is defensively. And you look at the defensive efficiency rating, they are one of the top in field goal percentage of their opponents and defending the 3. And that's going to be extremely important with how they've got to guard the New York Liberty. Very similar to what they had to do against the Dallas Wings, because that was a team also that shot the 3 and ran in transition.
Yeah, and so as we talk about these 2 teams, it's worth noting that for the Liberty, Sabrina Ionescu is out today. That inserts Rebecca Allen into the lineup. She was a problem when these 2 teams met June 3rd.
16 points. She came off the bench and was just wreaking havoc on the Aces. But I'm going to tell you, it's Betnijah Laney that's going to be the focus of the Aces scouting report.
Yeah, and we'll talk a little bit more about Betnijah Laney in a moment. Same starting lineup for Vegas this entire season so far. For Raquana Williams, her performance, because she was a bench player her whole career, now to the starting role. How do you think she settled into it?
Oh, the thing that Raquana Williams has done, everybody knows she's a shooter, but she didn't force it. What Raquana Williams has brought is her defense, and a lot of times you will see her on Betnijah Laney.
Let's talk about the keys. Take me through them, please.
Well, you got to win the battle of the boards, and so far this season, when the Aces win that rebounding battle, they win the ball game. They also had to take care of the basketball against Dallas, 16 turnovers. Bill Laimbeer was not real pleased with that, and he talked about in the pregame Zoom that you have got to rebound and they've got to take care of the basketball. But what else will the Aces do? They'll play from the inside, dominating the paint, and then they've got to defend on the perimeter, because New York Liberty, they like to put the ball in the air. They like to shoot that 3.
The lineups coming through, plenty of energy here in Michelob Ultra Arena. The emotion the other day was big in the arena, as you see. Betnijah Laney there. She has had just an amazing season yet again. What's been special about her for the Liberty?
She has so much confidence offensively. She's got coaches that believe in her, and she's been able to expand her offensive game. The first time these 2 teams met, Betnijah Laney had 23 points. So it's going to be a focus to keep her on the perimeter, make her take jump shots.
Yeah, and the thing about Betnijah Laney is her consistency this season. Look at this. Scored 20 or more points in 9 of 10 games.
you know, I went back and looked. At Rutgers, she averaged almost 16 points a game, but when she came in the league first 4 years, only averaged 3 points a game. It wasn't until she was in Atlanta
That's right.
last year in the Wubble, and Nikki Collin set her free because Benijah just took off like gangbusters.
Right. I mean, Nikki said, look, I saw the shot she was making in practice, and I said, okay, you shoot until I tell you you can't shoot anymore. And she just had what people thought was a breakout year. And this year she's gone even further beyond.
And she fits this New York Liberty style offense too, because they want to go down, they want to score quickly. It's going to be important that the Aces stay on the glass.
Also important, a hot start. So let's get it started and see who starts out strong. And we're going to redo that jump.
I believe so. We'll have a redo.
Re-jump, and look at this over the top. What a special environment it is here at Michelob Ultra Arena. Second of 3 meetings between these two teams. Liz to Asia to Chelsea, get used to it. That's the way things go around here. Liz turns around, gets it done early.
You know, one of the things that Walt Hopkins talked about is he wanted his team to get into a quick start, and he also wanted to bring double team coverage on Cambage and Asia Wilson.
Here's Asia, surrounded. Raquana Williams, shots a little off. Raquana Williams grabs that rebound and goes. Liz calling for it. Up high and a turnover. Rebecca Allen, long shot, so smooth to Sammy Whitcomb.
And that's what makes the Liberty so dangerous. If you don't take care of the basketball, because they have so many weapons on the perimeter, that's tough to stop with your transition D.
We talked with Raquana Williams yesterday, who is guarding Whitcomb, and she said by the end of the game, I want her to be exhausted.
With the defense Raquana Williams can play, that will be exhausting. But you know what else will be exhausting? The way Liz Cambage has gotten off to a quick start.
That's trouble all the way, and there's a foul as Whitcomb goes to the rack.
We talked about establishing in the paint. First bucket for the Aces came with Liz Cambage posting up, getting position on Kylie Shook. And if the double team is late, Cambage is going to score it every time.
Whitcomb turns it into a three-point play. Aces basketball.
Really like how Cambage and Asia Wilson, they create space for each other and their teammates. That's what allowed Chelsea Gray coming right in that short jumper.
Long shot, comes up short. You've talked about the perimeter shooting for New York. Chelsea takes another one. Closer look for Benijah Laney. Going to go around right through traffic. Deflected off Liberty. Aces basketball.
Check out the spacing that Gray has. She has room because Asia Wilson on one side, Liz Cambage on the other, the middle of the paint wide open. Just coming in, just a little seam, the screen, rescreen from Cambage, and then Chelsea Gray. She can make the defense pay.
What an entry pass to Asia Wilson, not finished. Oh, Liberty looking smooth. Beautiful down low. That's Shook. Asia Wilson trying to back up Michaela Onyemwede. That's two not finished around the rim.
So now the pressure is on the Aces. They got to get stops because the energy that the Liberty is playing with, this is how they started in their last game against the Phoenix Mercury.
Well, the Liberty had lost their 3 previous games and then came back against the Mercury and won. That was without Ionescu as well. No Natasha Howard, of course. No Stokes today. But they do have Rebecca Allen. Asia, quick turnaround. Suction cup fingers.
Now that they've scored, now to get stops. Focus on the defense. It's going to be a fast-paced game.
Baseline. Onyemwede.
New York Liberty running in transition, and Benijah Laney keeping her eyes up because she knew Kylie Shook was going to keep running. But the Aces the other direction. Asia Wilson is going down low, posting up on that right side block to get the 2 in transition as well.
Nay Odom has entered, as has Rashonda Gray for the Liberty.
Well, Rashonda Gray joined the Liberty because Kia Stokes is away competing for Team Turkey.
Yep, after the Aces played, after the loss to Connecticut, Gray joined the squad. Liz!
She has a beautiful touch, beautiful finish. Second in the league in field goal percentage, Liz Cambage.
Liberty 1 for 6 from 3-point range. In to Gray. There's an idea of what she adds.
Well, she's more of a paint presence than Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes can shoot it from the perimeter, post up more, but having Rashonda Gray, and she's not afraid to mix it up.
Bebe fouled on the way, but it's been Liz Cambage making it Liz Vegas today.
She has had a tremendous season so far. Look at that smooth shot and keeps it high. Nice form, great finish.
Williams goes to the free throw line.
Cambage 3 of 4 today for her start. Bebe. She's been really interesting talking about, you know, she was brought in to shoot, but she's having so much fun defending. And of course, she's, you know, a vet coming off the bench forever, but Bill Lambier has told us, I didn't know she was that good of a defender. She takes so much pride in it. She said she has talked with Jackie Young about it. She's talked with Asia about it, saying, you know, even if your shooting night's not so good, she's having fun defensively. Travel.
We talked about the front court of the Aces. You got Asia Wilson, but you got Liz Cambage that's gotten off a tremendous hot start. A double team can't even stop number 8. I tell you, they have a young daughter nation that is a tremendous basketball player. So all you college coaches that are watching, you better check out, find Natalie Williams, because if she can rebound like her mama, you want her on your basketball team.
And she's 6'1" and 11 years old. Jackie Young turns around, quick one. Rebound. Wickham. Benijah kicks it out. Nay Odom knocks it down. There's the 3-point that we're talking about.
Well, when Walt Hopkins got to New York, he said this was going to be a 3-point shooting offense. And now he has the pieces, players that can make threes, and he loves how this is all coming together.
Comes up short. Rebecca Allen was such a big factor in the game against the Aces last time. Somebody that they have to have their eye on today.
Rebecca Allen is a tough matchup because she's a long guard, can shoot the three. She's got a beautiful shot.
Dearica Hamby in now, and Naodom went right at the basket. What a drive.
Yeah, that team meeting for the Liberty has definitely helped because they've gotten off to a good start.
Yep, Walt Hopkins saying he didn't know much about that meeting. Meanwhile, the Aces have won 6 of their last 7 games, but the game the other day was not a performance that Bill Lambier was happy with.
No, he and Bill Lambier talked about that. The only really positive thing that came out against the game against Dallas is they shot the ball well, but they turned the ball over. He didn't like the coverage, the schemes that he was looking to cover, and so wanted to see things get tightened up in this game against New York.
And it says something, though, to have all that happen and still come out with the W. Shot clock is at 1. Dearica does not get the foul. It's a shot clock expiration. Hamby, 2-time, back-to-back, 6th woman of the year for the Aces. They got Kelsey Plum coming off the bench now as well, with Raquana Williams getting that foul. That's her second.
It looked like to me that Rebecca Allen initiated the contact there, but Raquana Williams was called for the foul. You see what Allen coming off that screen.
Little fade away from Benaja Laney. Hamby finishing. That ends a 7-0 run by the Liberty. Long shot, but the rebound, Gray. That's what Rashonda Gray brings, right? Goes up for the rebound, gets fouled.
Well, she's always been known as a tough rebounder inside. She's got a strong physical presence inside as well.
Rashonda Gray is at the free throw line. She'll get 2 shots.
Rashonda Gray played her college basketball at Cal.
Back in the game for the Aces, number 8, Liz Cambage.
In comes Liz Cambage. Kelsey Plum in. Oh, Plum to Young. Gives you more people to worry about. Laney coming hard the other way. Transition points. Jackie Young bouncing around Liz Cambage, over the top, no foul. Benaja Laney through traffic. Oh, topper by Liz Cambage.
That's what she does, 6'8" inside, the eraser.
The ceiling from Cambage and the finish from Plum on the other end.
Just that block from Cambage could really get the Aces, pick the tempo up, swing the momentum toward Las Vegas.
Jasmine Jones in. Beautiful bucket from Jones. Kelsey Plum.
We talked about the Aces defense, but you have Cambage with the block, and then right away, Kelsey Plum heads up and looks for that seam to attack, take the ball to the right.
Rashonda Gray and Rebecca Allen go out. Dee Dee Richards and Kylie Shook entered for the Liberty. Derek, a quick catch and shoot. Travel against the Liberty.
The execution from the Aces is starting to come together. They're settling in, really knowing where each other are going to be.
Chelsea Gray trying to get that one to Liz Cambage, missed connection. Long ball, that's how they'll get you. Kylie Shook, deep.
Yeah, Shook, she defends in the post, but she's a face-up offensive post player. She's never been to the free throw line so far this season.
That's incredible. Jackie Young, Plum, rebound and put back.
Is Plum the smallest player on the floor right now?
I think she would have to be.
Getting an offensive
I mean,
rebound.
look at her next to Liz Cambage. Final seconds of the first quarter. Rebound Gray, 1 second left on the clock. That one's gonna be after the clock. 4-point lead for the Liberty.
Right now, the New York Liberty, they're up by 4, but the Aces are off to the races, and Plum is in attack mode to try to get them in this game.
Second quarter, just beginning. 4-point lead for the Liberty. Nay Odom thought she was gonna have a shot. Pass it out. Onyenwere all alone. The rookie. Boy, has she matured this season, and the WNBA Rookie of the Month in May, Michaela Onyenwere. Again, inside, passes out. Shook.
New York's getting these threes because one-on-one defense, accountability, the Liberty are able to get in the paint, make the defense collapse, and that's leaving shooters open.
Already 5 made threes for the Liberty today. Chelsea Gray, that's where 6'8", hard work gets you. And emotion from Liz Cambage. Shook thought about it again, and now she's all alone, comes inside and makes it. Kylie Shook, huge impact for the Liberty already. 10 points.
Watch the Liberty get in the paint. Defense collapses in. Cambage is in. That leaves Kylie Shook wide open. But then Liz Cambage, she's going to work on the glass and gets the finish.
Foul was on Shook. 10 points, and now it's a fast break. Gray trying to take the charge, back out. Tony Wede. She said the D doesn't count. Liz Cambage, turn around, gets her own again, and gets the second foul off of Kylie Shook.
Cambage is really battling down low. And it's not just the first effort I'm impressed with, but the second effort. If the shot doesn't go, she doesn't quit on the play. She continues to go after, pursuing the basketball. She earned her way to the free throw line.
Yep, 2-0 boards already for Liz Cambage. 9 points. Rashonda Gray re-enters as Shook goes to have a seat.
Cambage already 9 points, 3 boards on the night.
Double figures right there it is for her now after making that last one. Shook's taking a rest. She was hot. She's got 10 points. for the Liberty. Gray, a defense of Asia Wilson.
Asia's defense was huge against Dallas.
Another turnover, and turnovers were something that really got them the other day.
Asia's defense on Rashonda Gray.
Odom had some room, but again, Liz Cambage, the block clock expires. Gray pulls up.
Gray's having a tough shooting night.
So far. Onyemuede's not having a tough shooting night, but that one doesn't go. Ball bounces back to the Liberty. Onyemuede knocks it down.
See, this is a tough matchup for the Aces because you've got 4 3-point shooters on the floor that can rotate in.
Aces. This will be a full timeout.
Celebrating the alum once again here in the house.
With Utah and San Antonio. And Vicky Ball was a 6'3" basketball player that had guard skills. She could rebound and bring it. She now is still continuing to play, and she is just finished in South Korea, and she's heading off to Hungary in August.
Taking a look at her there. We were talking today at lunch with her about, you know, she had an alumni game where the alumni are playing, and she's like, oh dear, Natalie Williams all into it and everything. Vicky Ball's like, I'm still playing, man.
Well, I mean, she just has she's got some more years in her.
Right, so what, she wouldn't play in an alumni game?
Yeah, but a rebounder, the length, I remember I recruited Vicky Ball when she was in high school before she became a Lady Vol and played at Tennessee.
So she rejected you?
Well, she did, but it was so impressive that was really at the time when 6'3" players were not just that back to the basket, stay on the block. Vicky Ball had the handles and was able to rebound and bring in and brought that into the WNBA.
Second quarter action here, and it is a lead for the Liberty. Liz Cambage, 10 points, 4 for 6, but the rest of Las Vegas 7 for 20 for 18 points. Meanwhile, Walt Hopkins, head coach of the Liberty in his second season, trying to make do right now with a battered roster. De'Erica Hamby gets on the board.
The Liberty had to adjust to playing without Sabrina Ionescu. They brought great energy against Phoenix. They've started this game hot, but you know, right now, the Aces are trying to find an answer for the communication because of the ball movement of the Liberty. They're just getting what they want.
They sure are, like that. Into Benaja Laney. Baseline. Hamby knocking it down. What does that do for this team in terms of spreading things out?
Well, it'll open up the floor. Hamby knocks down some shots, get Plum some shots.
That was on the Aces, number 5, De'Erica.
Benaja Laney. Or Hamby posting up down low on Rebecca Allen, able to finish on the block and then on the outside. So Hamby's doing what she's doing, bringing the offense, that offensive punch off the bench.
That's her first foul on a Hamby. Or Hamby's first foul, I should say. But look at the offensive production. She's close to a double-figure scoring night already off the bench. Jisoo Park in as well.
3 people going to Asia Wilson.
They said double. They didn't say triple, but that's what's happening. Look at the defense of Laney, but Hamby. She might just be having a night. De'Erica Hamby off the bench, 11 points.
That's her average.
Yeah, and we're only 1.5 quarters in. Back out, Rebecca Allen. Look at that quick first step. Plum, littlest player, biggest rebound. Plum, take it. Plum has really taken pride in her defense since joining this team. She's worked awfully hard on it.
Well, she's just a gritty player, the toughness. Look at her boxing out Rashonda Gray down low.
Fouls on New York's number 4.
Just Hamby. Even with the shot clock running down, she knows in her mind how much time she's got and able to pull the trigger just in time.
That's the first foul for Jasmine Jones. Plum, there's room in front of her. Little right hand finish for the lefty.
The bench contributions have been big for the Aces from Plum and especially De'Erica Hamby. Plum has just turned it up in this second quarter. A little hesitation, a little shake and bake, making it happen. Kelsey Plum.
Best ever. She's here in the house, part of the celebration of new ownership, Mark Davis, bringing in the alum. It's going to be fun to talk to her. Azie's still as fit as she ever was, it looked like to me. Meanwhile, Asia Hart.
I think she could still, Jennifer could still play.
7-1 run for the Aces.
Asia Wilson, 2 shots.
Last time these two teams played, the Aces got to the free throw line. It made a lot of difference for them. They were 26 of 29 from the stripe. Now a 9-1 run for Vegas.
Now you talked about Kelsey Plum's defense, getting through that handoff.
Allen. Here goes Hamby. Yeah, there's nothing but liberty in front of her. Slows it down. Jackie Young came right in, hands ready.
Yeah, a little floppy action, then the curl off the post allows Jackie Young to be freed up in the middle of the paint.
Jackie Young played all 40 minutes last time versus the Liberty. Fading away, Rebecca Allen. Rebecca Allen just got her first start 2 days ago. Asia knocking it down.
Well, you see that Bill Lambier is moving Asia around, not just back to the basket on the block, but catch her in the center. In the middle of the floor, it's tough to bring a double team. Aces have cut this to a 1-point game, but you look at Jackie Young off that curl with the pull-up in the middle, and then Asia just right there, middle of the floor, pull-up jumper.
Liz Cambage back on the floor for the Aces. Trying to find something, but there's a ceiling over the top here in Vegas. Defense is everything for these Aces.
Well, when you can't get what you want offensively, you've got to lock down twice as much defensively, and that's really what has allowed the Aces to get themselves back in this game.
You can't always get what you want, but if you try real hard, you might just get what you need. For three.
I was waiting for you to break into song.
I'm just saying. They got what they couldn't get what they wanted. They got what they needed defensively and offensively. 16-4, Vegas run. And the foul on Sammy Whitcomb, but she respectfully disagrees.
Kelsey Plum has been a terrific spark off the bench for the Aces, knocking down the three. Then she got the steal and came the other direction, getting herself right back to the free throw line.
Yep, and the Aces, I mean, this was a big part of their success against the Liberty June 3rd, 26 of 29 from the free throw line. And while the Liberty didn't get there very much, 7 of 9.
But that's what the Aces do. They want to get paint points, they want to get to the free throw line, and they want to play with pace, getting down the floor in transition.
Look at the smile on Plum's face.
She's making up for those 6 games she missed, being away with 3-on-3.
As I know, it's just to the fun. We saw this the other day with Liz Cambage, just smiling as she's posting people up. They owed them.
Yeah, we started off at the top of the show talking about the defense of the Aces, the rotation, and De'Erica Hamby just leaving it all on the line.
Benaja Laney trying to find somebody open. Jackie Young fighting. Dee Dee Richards and Jackie Young go down hard. Look at Jackie Young checking on Dee Dee.
Well, remember, Dee Dee had that collision before her college season last year and really had to reteach herself how to walk. She had really some temporary paralysis. To see her coming back this season, or in the college season, and now to see her playing in the WNBA, she's got some toughness about her.
I mean, it was really incredible. She was playing again for Baylor 38 days later after teaching herself to talk. And when you and I spoke with her, she said, you know, that taught me just how strong I am. She said it proved to me, it let me know who I am in terms of my own mental toughness.
I'm going to tell you, it was scary because I talked to her head coach, Kim Mulkey, just right after it happened. I mean, their whole crew was really shook because they know how tough Dee Dee is, how hard she works. But to be able to watch the video, we showed it during the tournament, of how she was having to relearn how to walk with a walker. It is amazing to see her out playing in the WNBA and how hard she's playing right now.
Yeah, sure is. Plum knocks down 2 more meanwhile, and the Aces having another good day from the line.
They got 23 points coming from the bench, and that's 2 players, Kelsey Plum and De'Erica Hamby.
Shook. And Plum again grabbing hold of Plum. Plum is having a day. Okay, talk about that pass, because we've discussed it.
I don't mind it.
Right.
Now, but Bill Laimbeer doesn't want to turn the ball over right now with 59 seconds left. But if you're going to throw it away, throw it out of bounds. At least you get your defense set. But you're putting the ball up where nobody else can go get it but Liz Cambage.
Yeah, we saw a couple passes the other day that were too low. That's where the little people live. So if you're going to miss high. That was the point. There's the outside shooting of the Liberty. That's their 7th made 3.
Now, Bill Laimbeer worked in practice yesterday about trying to get a 2-for-1 and how the Aces could score quick.
Don't forget, part of halftime is going to be a live interview with Jennifer Hardick-Azzi, part of bringing back the alum that Mark Davis has done. It's been so important to him, and it's great to have her in the house. She'll be addressing the crowd here at Michelob Ultra Arena. Shook, going to try to finish things off with a 3, no good. Liz Cambage, that's my ball. It's going to be Plum. She loves a long shot. Ooh, it rattled around and made the crowd get itchy.
Your Las Vegas Aces, 48. The New York
3-point lead for the Las Vegas Aces. When we come back, you're going to learn about Bill Lambier's staff and why he put it together the way he did. A lefty? Oh, boy.
And if he's got the athletic and playing ability that Jennifer does, oh, he's recruitable.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure. Well, that's a lot of fun talking with Jennifer Azzi. And you can't ask the question about the kids, but I can, because kids will do crazy things. Oh, it was so much fun. And they've taken the kids to the pool, to the aquarium. They've done all kinds of things here.
Full experience.
Second half, Shook starts it off, going from 3. And again, it's a Liz Cambage rebound.
Well, in New York, 7 of 17 in the first half. 47% of their points have come from the three-point line.
Right, and their average is 41%, so they're even shooting better than usual, and they're usually really good. Bebe, shots off. Benijah Laney passes it to Asia Wilson.
Well, I think Chelsea Gray got a little tap from behind and went to Asia, and then as the outlet pass came, that's when Benijah got the foul.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like... So that's the Liberty's first team foul, but Asia was like, okay. Again, Patson high. Look at the ball movement. Sharing the rock are the Aces. Liberty, Rebecca Allen, long and lean, and Benijah Laney comes in. Back out to Shook. Liberty sharing the ball as well. They have 13 assists on 18 made buckets. Uh-oh. Turnover. Quick finish the other way. Everybody stays down the floor because Whitcomb was gone.
The double team coming to Liz Cambage.
It stays with the Aces.
You watch on that last play, Asia Wilson's gonna come high, pull the defense high. That's gonna allow Jackie Young on the backdoor cut. Perfect timing from the Aces.
Inbounding in, Jackie Young back out to Bebe. Takes a closer look. Money.
That's what the Aces need. When the ball gets kicked out to Raquana Williams, she doesn't need to think, what's my next pass? She needs to think, this is my shot.
Onyemwere. Big wall, she gets double teamed. Back out to Shook. Cambage. 6th rebound of the day, but another turnover. And back it goes. Asia looking around. She's got Bebe. And Jackie Young. Everybody touching that one. Allen.
Second chance opportunities. Rebounding is so key.
Benijah Laney.
Just the stick to it that New York has right now. And Laney's the main one. Even with the shot clock running down, just puts her head down, gets the ball in the paint, finish, and going to the free throw line.
8 players have scored for the Liberty. This is the first trip to the stripe for Benijah Laney. Comes up short. Plum is back in.
So
Liz Cambage is getting a rest.
So is De'Erica Hamby.
Yep. And one for Jackie Young.
Jackie Young is so good at getting just inside the teeth of the defense. She gets the finish and a trip to the stripe.
She and Raquana Williams lift together. And they talk a lot while they're lifting about defense. She says she's trying to soak it all in from the veteran Raquana Williams.
The strength that these two play with too, Williams and Young.
I didn't see where the foul was, but I think it's on De'Erica Hamby, an offensive foul. Ten turnovers for the Aces.
Now remember, they had 16 against Dallas.
Yikes, and that's 11. Those 16 against Dallas were one of the main pieces of conversation afterwards because
New York's number 9, Rebecca Allen, shooting 2.
We got to keep an eye on Raquana Williams because she's got 3 fouls.
I got here, you got here. Yeah, you got here. One.
Jackie Young pulls up no good. Asia Wilson fighting for it, but shook. The impact she has had on this game on both ends of the floor.
Well, being able to knock down threes, and then defensively, she's caused some trouble inside.
Clock is down to 7.
That's a
travel.
Yeah.
It's Aces basketball.
Asia Wilson has just done such a nice job defensively. Started really in the Dallas game, and then watch her. She just gets down and moves. Causes Benai Zelani to travel.
Around the perimeter they go. Still plenty of time. Plum thought about it. Shot clock now at 5. You can feel the urgency growing. Baby, it's your shot.
You see the double team, though. Every time Asia Wilson gets it, so the perimeter's got to be ready to catch and let it go.
That was from the Aces number 5, De'Erica.
So for De'Erica Hamby, there's another foul picked up. And so that's her 3rd personal. So both she and Raquana Williams with 3 fouls apiece.
And here comes Liz Cambage.
Jackie Young, nothing but aces in front of her. Little finish to Plum.
Jackie Young's got the responsibility of defending Rebecca Allen.
Gray, unable to finish. Hamby pulls down the rebound. Inside to Asia Wilson and a finish. Aces putting together. Basket, stop, Beckett.
Just the rotation and defensively, Jackie Young's anticipation, sharing the basketball. Had to get the defense turned up to get the offense going for Las Vegas.
In celebration of LGBTQ plus pride presented by Deloitte, the WNBA will collaborate with Glisten and Fanatics as an exclusive line of Pride apparel, including Fanatics branded WNBA t-shirts. All WNBA proceeds will benefit Glisten, and fans can purchase the shirts at WNBAstore.nba.com. Aces a little bit of a run there, Carolyn. What allowed them to have the success? Just a burst.
Well, it's not just the first defensive action, but the rotation and the scramble out, because if the Liberty were to get inside or come off ball screens causing 2 to guard 1, then the other 3 have had to scramble, and they've gotten there.
Meanwhile, a change of conversation. Jasmine Jones makes herself known from the perimeter.
Well, and Jasmine Jones was a spark for the Liberty in that Phoenix Mercury game.
Oh, she sure was. 14 points in the fourth quarter for Jasmine Jones, 16 overall. How about that pass? Gray sizing it up, no good.
Yeah, we talked about in the open, the front court of the Aces. First it was Asia Wilson, now Jackie Young. Because the defense is so focused on where Asia Wilson is, where Liz Cambage is, then the other perimeter players can create their own opportunities.
5 Aces players in double-figure scoring already. 5 in double-figure scoring. That's what happened the last time these teams played.
But Asia Wilson posting up. Oh, Nay Odom goes right over Jasmine Jones. And then you see how the lane now opened up, because everybody was worried about where Liz Cambage and Asia Wilson were going to be.
Cambage, it dances around. Cambage, Wilson, Young, Hamby, and Plum all in double-figure scoring. Plum with 15 points leads the team in scoring, and she's got 4 rebounds and 2 assists.
Well, she's played terrific defense as well.
Odom, no good. Rebound, and a stop again by the Aces. Trying to block, not here, not now. 8-0 run for Las Vegas.
Chelsea Gray needed that.
Getting a little bit of separation, but of course, last time these two, the Aces run by 11. Paint points have been huge.
It was 42 to 24 points in the paint. We started the show off talking about the front court. Look at this isolation of Liz Cambage. It doesn't matter if you bring a double team. She's 6'8", she can seam over the top. And when you have 5 players that have already gotten into double figures, then that will open up the Red Sea for Chelsea Gray to be able to attack and get to the rim.
If they were wearing red uniforms, I would have said, I see what you did there. The Red Sea, no, okay. No.
You tried.
I tried. Derek Hamby has been chipping away at it. And at this point, Derek Hamby is approaching a milestone. 1,000 career points. Just 1,000 career rebounds, I should say, for Derek Hamby.
Liberty's first team foul in the last 2 minutes. Elijah Laney is back in for New York.
One more board for Derek Hamby for 1,000. Jackie Young, no good there. Laney, shot clock down to 6. And that's what she does. The energy.
Yeah, Jasmine Jones when you have to concentrate so much on trying to stop Benijah Laney. When you rotate out and she finds that open player, defense is recovering. Chelsea Gray got it dialed in.
She sure does, and that's what she needed, right? A couple of buckets. Foul is on Cambage.
Gray had a sip of that correction juice at halftime.
Correction juice?
Oh, yeah, she got it right. She got it right coming out in this third quarter.
That's the first personal foul for Liz Cambage.
Benijah Laney is at the free throw line for 2 shots.
Laney at the line. Aces have been perfect so far, 11 for 11 from the stripe. New York, 8 of 12.
The Aces can get 2 possessions out of this.
Gray. Kelsey Plum knocking it down. Kelsey Plum having a day, her 17th point.
Heads up by the point guard. 35 seconds left on the clock. Get you a shot off. You get a stop here, you can get yourself another possession.
That's John Gruden's favorite player right there, Kelsey Plum. He told us the other night on the broadcast. He loved her toughness. We see why. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Got to pick it up and shoot it. Cambage pulls down the rebound, and Plum's going to take a half-court shot. Oh, no, she went all the way. She had time. She had time. She knew exactly what time it was.
When you got time, no panic. Cool, calm, collected. Go ahead and get you 2. Kelsey Plum, get you 2.
Kelsey Plum having a day. You know who else thinks Kelsey Plum is great? John Gruden. He was our halftime guest the other day, and this is what he had to say.
Loyalty and tradition, and you don't have that if you don't bring your alumni back and honor them. And I think for him to do that with this organization in his first year as an owner sets a great tone, a great precedent that will carry this franchise to further heights. If you can keep your alumni involved and get the support from them, it goes a long way, and it really helps develop a lot of these young ladies that are out here playing today.
John Gruden was our halftime guest on Sunday, and he talked about the alum initiative and how similar it is to what they did with the Raiders. But he also unsolicited said, Kelsey Plum is my favorite player. First one in, last one out. He showed up early to watch warm-ups.
He did. He knows how hard she works. I came out here earlier watching Kelsey Plum warm up today. I expected her to have she did every last minute of the stretching, the warm-ups, out here by herself getting prepared for the game today.
I'm going to tell you, since her freshman year at Washington, she arrived from San Diego, went straight to the gym with her bags, had them open it up. She was in there till midnight, her very first day on campus shooting. She knew the name of every usher in Alaska Airlines Arena and said hello to them in and out every time. She spent her life at the gym.
She has 19 points already today, Kelsey Plum.
You know what else Kelsey Plum has? A good time. She's having a good time today. You can tell defensively she's worked so hard on it. She's really loving that end of the game.
Well, and she's using her quickness. She's understanding how to defend angles. The scramble rotations, especially against a team like the Liberty.
Final quarter. What do the Liberty need to do to try to close the gap? Because the Aces did have an 11-point lead in their first meeting, and Liberty were able to close the gap.
Well, one of the things that the Liberty did against Phoenix is they balanced paint points with the Phoenix Mercury.
Gray. Now Oh, it's fallen for Chelsea Gray.
What was that juice?
Correction juice.
She had a little correction juice at halftime. Got on track.
You have juice for every occasion.
Hey, you always get your little good juice. Chelsea Gray got the right one.
Michaela Onyenwere trying to take it away, but the Aces have it. Plum, she's feeling it, left side. She's fouled, and a somersault.
Yeah, Chelsea Gray really struggled with her shot against Dallas first half of this game, but got right back on track. She's happy about it. Oh, yeah.
Joyner Holmes. Come on, Lashes. Plum at the line.
T. Richards returns to the Liberty lineup.
Kelsey Plum has really hit an 11-0 run for the Aces since the last minute of the third quarter.
You know, what I have seen from the opponents of the Aces, it's because of the pace that they play with in the first three quarters. Fourth quarter, Aces are still going strong, and that's really when they put the pedal to the metal and take over to close out a game.
Jackie Young, top of the key. Not happening. Going straight at it, Benai-Jeleni. No foul, they're not gonna give her an extra.
Well, remember, the Liberty came from 18 down to make it a ball game in Brooklyn. So these little young bucks, they're not gonna go away easy. Look at,
what's her name again?
Kelsey Plum.
Her college coach, Mike Neighbors, is watching right now, head coach of Arkansas now, Coach Destiny Slocum as well. He's having fun watching his former players. 24-5 for Kelsey Plum. She's track star all the way down the floor. Back over to Dearica Hamby. Oh, they wanted that finish. The house would have caught on fire.
I mean, that could have been the 6th assist for Plum. But check this out, off the ball screen. You don't go behind a ball screen on Plum. That's a big no-no.
That's a nah.
Personal, New York's second team foul. A technical foul was assessed to New York's number 44, Benai-Jeleni.
Technical foul to Benai-Jeleni. Plum at the line. She's 7 for 7 from the stripe. She's got 25 points. Just a Tuesday for Plum right now. A little extra Tuesday.
You know, she's accepted a new role coming off the bench after coming back from the recovery from her Achilles injury. And we had talked to her earlier in the season. She said in her mind, she's still a starter. She said, you know, it doesn't matter what time you go in the game to be ready and prepared. And since coming back from that 3-on-3 competition, qualifying to go play in the Olympics in Japan, she really, each game has really finished. She's fit in very well, and you see her offense just continuing to evolve.
WNBA career high for Kelsey Plum today, and I'll never forget in senior night in her University of Washington career, she scored a career high 57 points. 57, that's a 5 and a 7 on senior night, just to say goodbye to the crowd.
That's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points. Jisoo Park fighting for it. Turnover. Plum again. Gray over to Cambage. Nobody's going to let go of that ball. Look at the smiles.
She's too slow on the move right there. You remember this on Sunday?
Do I ever?
Hit the three. That's right, Kim Bays. That's it. I love it.
It's been a gift. Benijah Laney, quick transition bucket.
This will be a full timeout.
Yeah, Bill Lambier called that timeout. He remembers being in Brooklyn, 18-point lead that really dissolved and disappeared. And so Bill Lambier said he did not want to see that happen today.
Yeah.
So he's addressing it right away with this timeout.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the last time they were able to hold the Liberty scoreless at last 3 minutes and 11 seconds. But you remember right before that, he called that timeout, talked to Asia Wilson about demanding the ball. I don't know, maybe Plum's going to demand the ball today. Who knows?
Well, Asia's not in the game right now.
Yeah.
And I think probably the timeout will be an opportunity for him to get Wilson back in the game.
Perhaps. Let's take a look at the bench scoring, because you mentioned Plum off the bench, but De'Erica Hamby, the two of them, they're going to be two contenders potentially for Sixth Woman of the Year.
Well, you look at how successful the Aces were last year because of bench production. And with the injury to Angel McCautry, there was a change, there was a shift. Jackie Young now is in the starting lineup.
That's right.
So that was a lot of big bite of the points coming from the bench. Now you have Kelsey Plum that is expected to fill that role, and De'Erica Hamby, she's done her part. She's over her average. She normally just averages 11 points a game.
For sure. Look at the smile on Plum. These Aces are having fun.
Oh, getting off into the races. Now, Bill Lambier, after the Dallas game, had a short shoot around to keep their legs, but that doesn't slow Plum down from working. She was out early today. She was locked in and focused, ready to contribute. No sign of fatigue showing up for number 10.
No, and when Plum has gotten to the line, she has made the most of it as well. So, I mean, she's just mentally just so steady. She's 7 of 7 from the stripe. She set an NCAA NCAA record for made free throws as well. And she's got the career high points, 25 today. So, you know, her mom told me many years ago that when she was a kid, she used to have a little chart on her wall and would practice free throws and tick off how many free throws she made. And I mean, NCAA record, you're seeing her perfect tonight. It starts young.
Well, how you get better is you got to keep record. You just can't go out and shoot for the sake of shooting and not keep track of makes and misses. You see Asia Wilson back in the game.
Benijah Laney fading away. Oh,
wow.
Offensive foul against Plum.
Fouls on the Aces, number 10, Kelsey Plum, her second personal.
I think that was balanced. I mean, both of them, nobody gaining an advantage. I think that should have been a no call. Just let them play it.
Yep.
Correction, number 2 foul on Allen's bench.
Takeaway by Asia Wilson. Aces on the run.
No! I like that spin move.
Consecutive turnovers by the Aces and a disappointed Carolyn Peck.
They get away with it in the NBA.
Okay. De'Erica Hamby, though, 1,000 career rebounds. How about that? Nice job by De'Erica Hamby, consistently bringing down the ball. A double-handed again by Asia Wilson. She gets called for that foul.
Fouls on the Aces, number 22, Asia Wilson. Her first personal.
It's her first personal, but we saw a beautiful double-handed block the other day.
We saw a couple of them, and that's what she does such a nice job with. Not the one-hand swat, but really trying to stay vertical with both hands high.
Back in the game for New York, number 9, Rebecca Allen.
Onyenwere steps out, and Rebecca Allen comes in. Laney misses from the line. Plum, look at that step. We'll see who that foul is on. The foul is on Benijah Laney.
New York's third team foul.
Yeah, the focus of New York has been on Asia Wilson. She only has 8 field goal attempts.
Asia Wilson fighting for it. Bill Lambier is hot.
New York's number 1, Rashonda Gray. It's her third personal. The Liberty's fourth.
Foul is on Rashonda Gray.
But you look, in the fourth quarter, Bill Lambier going through Asia Wilson. I asked Asia about that, and she said, I have come to know that's what he expects, so she's got to deliver.
Plum just piling it on. I mean, when she's in the zone, she's in the zone. And she's just as good defensively right now as she is offensively. The crowd is fired up. The house is on fire.
You check out Chelsea Plum, the aggressiveness. Kelsey Plum, thank you. But how aggressive she plays, but then when she attacks the basket, similar to, remember this name, Becky Hammond?
I do.
So she has the ability of, when she attacks, driving to the basket. Watch how she uses her body to protect the ball and then just gets the shot off.
I mean, Kelsey Plum loves playing in the house. Her game on Sunday was her first game on this floor since 2019. Because remember, she went overseas. The first 2 games were away. And the fans, when she came in to that game, were thrilled to see her back. Taking the charge. How about a little toughness? Chelsea Gray.
Chelsea Gray gets back, gets set. Ooh, that's close, because I think Chelsea may have been in that restricted area.
Well, there were some other ones that were close that went the other way. Okay. But Benijah Laney, that's her 4th foul. Destiny Slocum in now. Slocum, baseline, grabs it, goes again, Plum. Oh my. And Liz Cambage dancing on the sidelines. Rebecca Allen. You're not gonna quiet this crowd right now. Joyner Holmes getting a little bit of time, that's important. Bill Lambier has said that he has wanted to get her in so everybody can use each other, learn each other. So to have Joyner Holmes in right now is big and important. Jisoo Park. How about Park dropping it down?
Foul on the Aces, number 24, Destiny Slocum.
Kelsey Plum, cool, 30 points.
Kelsey has been on one. kudos to Slocum. She got her shot block, recovered, hit out to Plum. And how about this? Liz Cambage is loving it.
Foul is on Destiny Slocum, and boy, the conversation we had with Bill Lambier the other day about Destiny Slocum, he trusts her. Aces with a big lead.
There's a timeout on the court.
Out with all the good kids that she liked to play with.
How about Chelsea Gray drawing up a play? What an incredible job by our camera crew, keeping an eye on the bench as Gray. Say, look at Bill. Look at that look she gave Bill.
Well, do you
I got this.
That's why so many players that played for Bill are now getting into
That's
coaching.
right.
Tanisha Wright. You had Vicki Johnson was an assistant coach with Bill Lambier and giving him opportunities. Lynette Pearson is an assistant coach for Cheryl Reeve at Minnesota, played for Bill with the Detroit Shock.
That's right. Katie Smith was a coach at the Liberty. Kelly Raymond, an assistant at Dallas. It was fun to have them here. And Plum is not done yet, apparently. Down on the floor hard. Jasmine Jones. Good to see her up. She's tough as nails. Her dad played NFL for the Cowboys. But there may be an eye issue.
Looking for that contact.
Jones had her season high 16 points the other day against Phoenix. 14 of them were in the fourth quarter. Refs are going to take a look at that last play. While they're looking at it, Carolyn, tell me what's gone right for the Aces today, besides Plum. I know.
In the first half, the New York Liberty were able to get their three-point shot working. They were 7 of 17.
Yep.
In the second half, the rotations defensively and the accountability for the rotations of getting to the shooters defensively, so that it went from, looking at the stats, from 7, they were 7 of 17. They've only made 1 3 in this second half.
Defense. And we talked about it, you know, with the team this week.
Yeah, the defense has been key, and that's where the Aces have hung their hat on. They figure out a way. You've got to look at what the other team's doing. Everybody's got a plan coming into a game, and then how do you adjust to that plan? And that's what the Aces did, especially in the second half. And then Kelsey Plum. She's on one today.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, she is something. And it's just how steady she is, right? Like, you know, she's exploding today, but she has just has been as intense on defense. Look at that smile. Plum is back. I mean, the roar of the crowd on Sunday when she entered this floor for the first time since 2019, back in the house. And she said she just loved it. She loved hearing from the crowd.
Well, that's the dangerous thing about the Aces. On any given night, it can be any player that steps up big. You know, at Washington, it was Raquana Williams. Asia Wilson on Sunday. Asia Wilson stepping up on Sunday down the stretch. Cambage can have her game, her nights as well.
Yep, 8 different players scored. We're talking about Plum with 30 points. De'Erica Hamby reached 1,000 career rebounds. Dish to Plum, 32 with the back door. Two minutes remaining. Long shot, nothing but net from Jasmine Jones. Reminder, these two teams will meet again on Thursday. Joyner Holmes with an assist to De'Erica Hamby. They're getting to know each other.
Well, they've had a week of practice coming into the game on Sunday. That's helped Joyner Holmes get some repetition.
And Bill Lambier told me, I want to put her in a time when I feel she's going to be successful so they can learn each other. And there was enough of a lead today to put him in because, you know, talking to Joyner Holmes, she said, you know, I'm still learning the plays. Jisoo fighting through it.
That the movement without the basketball, and especially when the posts play up at the elbow. You watch Hamby, she's going to come up top, and when she catches the ball immediately, you're going to see cutting back door on the wing. That time, Kelsey Plum was the recipient.
Joyner Holmes, how about a bucket? You know how excited I get when the Aces get close to the century mark.
They're going to have another possession.
Bucket for the Liberty. It's been a road stretch for the Liberty, 4 consecutive games on the road. This is 3 of 4. They're going to play here in the house again on Thursday.
The sharing of the basketball, and Hamby this time recognizes the cut by Joyner Holmes, the cross cut across the lane. Nice finish and feed.
Jisoo Parker to De'Erica Hamby, 100 points. Century mark again. Hamby having a great night, as you mentioned, well over her average in points as well. Ooh, Aces high today. For the Liberty, what do they need to work on before Thursday? An Aces win, 100-78.
Well, the Aces were just too much to handle. The Liberty started out with great energy, but the Aces were able to maintain it for 4 quarters, and especially with the production from the bench. They were used to seeing it and getting it from De'Erica Hamby, and today, Kelsey Plum, she was the show.
A career high in points, and look at the joy on Kelsey Plum's face. I mean, she was right there approaching the most points for a reserve in history in the WNBA. And I mean, it was Angel McCautry who had 33 for the Chicago Sky. Plum with 32. And look at the accolades. There's a look at Angel McCautry. Uh-oh. I think when she gets on this headset, she's going to have some fans with her. Take a look at her numbers.
Look at the field goal percentage, 11 of 16 for those 32 points. She had 5 rebounds, smallest player on the floor, getting inside and mixing it up as well.
Yep, and she had also 7 of 7 from the line. Oh, hello, Kelsey. It's okay. You hear us okay, Kelsey?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
Good. How was your night tonight?
It was solid.
I'll say so. Tell us a little bit about what you were feeling. We know that Sunday was your first game in the house in 2 years, and the fans were so happy to have you back. It was clear. What's it feel like to put on that performance for them tonight?
It feels so good. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so grateful to be back. We have most amazing fans. I know we're going to keep packing the house. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This is the reason that we're going to go on a run this year. You guys, everyone out here, and we're just going to continue to, you know, bring your friends, bring your aunties, your uncles, your kids, bring everybody. Let's do this.
Absolutely. Go get your grandparents, your next door neighbors, bring them all. But Kelsey, when you came out today, you were out warming up, and you're always out here early, but there looked to be a little extra focus for you today. Was that the case?
Yeah, I mean, when I came back from 3-on-3, we played New York, and I just had a really poor performance. You know, I think that I just needed to refocus, and you know, I come off the bench, and my job is to bring energy, to bring toughness, and to play with pace. So I try to focus on those things. And you know, my teammates were so great finding me. I was trying to be aggressive. You know, we have so many weapons on this team. My role is going to change every game, but I'm here to win.
Well, and Kelsey, one of the things, the fans love you here.
The fans are cheering loud, yeah.
And we all knew you could score after watching you in college and the things you were doing and bringing in the league, but your defense has extremely improved. What have you done to get better in that area?
Yeah, Susan Borchard, I mean, man, that's someone that I've worked with in the offseason. She's helped me rehab for my Achilles. And, you know, it's just, I think defense is about effort, but it's about being in shape. And I think I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm strong. I feel really good in my body. And, you know, I'm just trying to be a pest out there. I know I'm small, but I don't think that really matters.
Kelsey, you're talking about an incredible defensive effort, an offensive effort. How far can this Aces team go this year if this focus stays the way it is?
Yeah, I mean, we have one goal, and I think everyone knows that what that is. And, you know, for us, Coach always talks about, you know, we're playing against ourselves. Really, we have to come every day with a focus and continue to get better. So, you know, this group is, you know, has one mindset, one goal. And like I said, we have so many different weapons. Every game is going to be different, but, you know, everyone has a role, and we want to win.
Hey, Kelsey, I got the word that they're going to be allowing a few more fans coming in on Thursday. How much does that excite you?
Yeah, it's so exciting. Like I said, you know, we have the best fans in the world, and we just want to continue to show you guys we want to put on a show. And so thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting us in this time. And like I said, let's pack the house.
All right, Raiders owner John Gruden was on with us the other day. He told us, you're his favorite player. We get it, Kelsey. We get why he is. Thanks so much for taking your time with us today, and congratulations. A new career high for you in points with 32 points. How do you like me now? What a night for Kelsey Plum. Aces win 100 points. Rematch Thursday.